Well, well, well. Shopping for a car?
Yep, Carvana made financing a car as smooth as can be.
Oh, yeah?
I got pre-qualified instantly and had real terms personalized just for me.
Doesn't get much smoother than that.
Well, I got to browse thousands of car options on Carvana, all within my budget.
Doesn't get much smoother than that.
It does. I actually wanted a car that seemed out of my range, but I was able to add a cosigner and found my dream car.
It doesn't get much...
Oh, it gets smoother. It's getting delivered tomorrow.
Visit Carvana.com or download the app to get pre-qualified today.
Every day, my employees get scam emails. I wanted to protect my business and clients, so I checked out CISA's Secure Our World. They've got 4 simple ways we can protect our businesses from online threats. Learn more at cisa.gov/Secure Our World.
Hey, welcome into a brand new episode of the Foul Pole to Foul Pole podcast. My name is Tyler, host of the Foul Pole to Foul Pole podcast and owner of Black Diamond Softball and Fitness. I wanted to get into the mentality of the game on the youth level, whether it's 8U all the way up to 16, 18U. I want to talk just a little bit about what we as parents and coaches are grooming our young athletes to think and feel. When it comes to playing at the next level, whether it's D1, D2, D3, JUCO, it doesn't matter. Just playing at the next level. There's a certain mentality that most, if not all, of those athletes have, and it's not something you can really touch or see. It's sort of like a feeling, and it's a little bit different from everyone or for everyone, but it's kind of like the game is bigger than themselves, but they're a vital role, or they play a vital role in that feeling for everyone that's around. It's not chasing rings and chasing championships and chasing stats and chasing those big moments. Those big moments happen organically. But what I see a lot of on social media and around and talking to people and just in casual conversation is there's so many tournaments, so many championship games now with just every weekend. It seems like it's the biggest tournament of the season. There's so many World Series and there's so many national tournaments and there's just so many these powerhouse tournaments and all of that is in air quotes. There's a lot of different tournament sanctions, if you will, that are having tournaments that in different age groups, it doesn't matter if it's 8, 10s, 12s, 14s, 16s, 18s, it doesn't matter. It's not one championship bracket. What they're doing is they're making it easier for athletes to not have to be the best to still come away with some hardware. So that leads me to believe that the hard work doesn't matter. The time in doesn't matter. The preparation doesn't matter. You have more chances to win the lottery, if you will. It's like the Powerball, and there's this $300 million winnings or earnings or however you want to look at it. There's this $300 million prize that's out there, and all of you guys can split the ticket, if you will, or have the same numbers, and it doesn't get diluted. It's everybody that has this set wins $300 million. And to me, that's crazy. You'll have tournaments that'll have a gold, a silver, a bronze, a tin, a copper, and you just go down the list of metals and or elements on the periodic table. And so you'll see where there'll be 3 or 4 12U teams that are we won the championship. We finished first place. And it's like, okay, well, there was 5 brackets with 4 teams in each bracket. So, I mean, the chances of you coming away with some hardware is high. It doesn't matter if you won the gold bracket or the tin bracket. Parents, we have this way, and coaches, we have this way of telling our kids that we won the whole tournament. Like we we went 0-2 in pool play and somehow lucked up, got a bye to the championship in the copper bracket, won one game, and now we're champions. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to a lot of you guys out there. So what do we do to combat that? What do we do about this? I mean, do we just go, hey, this is just the state of the game. This is where we're at. This is what we play. We don't have to. We can make a change. We can do something about this. I don't know where it starts, but I know something has to change it with this. To me, on one side, it's a money grab for sure for these tournament directors to say, hey, there's 12 total teams and we're going to do 3 brackets. So there'll be 3 championships and 3 runner-ups. You have more chances to come away with hardware in these things than you do not coming away. So it leads to a lot of different things. It leads to sandbagging. It leads to Saturday, we'll make it look like we're competitive, and then Sunday we'll go in there and we'll play straight up, and we'll come out of there with some rings. Well, you're not developing your athletes. You're chasing trophies. We are feeding into this thing we have with society. It's a country issue to where we make it easy for everyone to have this feeling, if you will. It doesn't matter how hard I try, I'm still going to come away with something. I don't have to work for something anymore. It's just going to be given to me. It's like this participation trophy type stuff. It's taken over, where it doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter what effort you put in, your prep work. It doesn't matter, because the girl down the street that does absolutely nothing is going to get the same rewards that you get for your hard work. And I don't like it. I know I'm on a soapbox, and I know I'm on my high horse, and I know, to some it may sound crazy, but I'm a part of that old school culture where not everybody wins. You don't win all the time. You don't win for showing up. You can do everything, and you can bust your butt and work harder than anybody else in the room. And when it's time for the chips to fall, you may not be in that championship seat. It may go to someone else. So in my mind, we've got to stop worrying about these medals and trophies and all this stuff that we keep paying tons and tons of money for, and start worrying more about the development. Go out there, find these tournaments that have that same mentality that you do of there's 27 teams and there's only one champion when it's all said and done. It's not 8 teams that we always see, 2 brackets. There's going to be 2 champions and 2 runners up. Stop chasing those tournaments and those trophies. Go out there, find your competition where you fit in at, to where you're in the middle of the pack, to where you've got to play your best. And if you don't win, and you don't get those trophies. I couldn't tell you the last time I've seen a post from someone on social media where they said, hey, we showed up, we played good competition, we learned some things, we figured out some things, we did this well, we didn't do this so well, and you give that other team their credit and you move on. What I see a lot of is if the team wins, they played the highest competition they possibly could, and we're the best, and nobody can beat us. We played the top 5 teams in all the land in this age group, and we're just on the top. But if that team loses, if mommy posts about her daughter, we played a second year team with a bunch of guest players, and they can't play their girls that brought them there. They had to bring in somebody to beat us. The umpires this, the field conditions that, can't be this, it can't be that. And I'm sitting there looking at these posts like, why are you mad that some team brought in a guest player? Why not play the highest level of competition that you possibly can at any given time so that your athlete can get better and be better? I can't stand seeing those posts, and it's all the time. People are getting mad at guest players left and right. And that's a whole nother issue. But why not face the top team or the top competition? What does it matter? At the end of the day, 10 years from now, when hopefully your daughter is playing college ball, or 5 years from now, when your kid is coaching a travel team or a high school team or whatever, do you think it really matters that they got beat by the lady stingers who brought in 2 girls that may or may not have been eligible? No, it doesn't matter at all. What matters is you faced a pitcher you haven't seen that was probably on the upper echelon of the talent that you've faced all year, and you struggled, but it made you better in the long run. So would you rather, and I'm leaving you with this, would you rather have cakewalk medals and rings to where you literally got those by showing up to a tournament? Or would you rather get beat every game that you play, but stay competitive and continue to develop and help your kids not only grow athletically, but emotionally and mentally as well, so they can pass on that information and those life lessons that they got to the younger generation? I know where I'm at on it. We got to put, no pun intended here, but we got to put our money where our mouth is on this. Stop going to these tournament sanctions or these companies that are charging you an arm and a leg to show up. And there's more than one way to get to this championship, and you don't have to be the top team to win it. Does that championship even matter? I say no. Give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Where am I at on this? Am I way off beat? Am I way off base on this? Let me know. If you like this type of content, please make sure you're sharing it with your friends. And when you do, you tell them you love them.
This is the smell of a warm 3-day-old egg salad sandwich in a wimpy trash bag.
Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy! Blech!
And this is the smell of that same sandwich in a hefty, ultra-strong trash bag with new Fabuloso lemon scent.
Hefty, hefty, hefty!
Smell the difference? When life gives you stinky, get Hefty Ultra Strong with new Fabuloso lemon scent. It smells like clean, freshly picked lemons. So no matter what's inside your trash, you can stop the stink and smell the lemon.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.